What's going on, everybody? Today we are bringing you Tera Box. So I have never really played a box style deck before, so at first this definitely took a little bit of getting used to, but once you kind of understand how the idea works, which is essentially know your matchups, know which attackers are going to be your primary attackers in those matchups, it starts to become super, super powerful. This is the one that I would kind of started going with. I have the Zarude in this one as a way to get into or really play against walls. I haven't really played against many wall decks, so I don't really know if it's even going to be useful. I don't even really know how much people are going to be playing that right now, so you could probably cut it. I ended up going back to a 4/4 Hoot Hoot Noctowl line. So the deck I've really been playing with looks more similar to this, but you can kind of try both ways just to see, how you feel. I wasn't really a fan of the lack of Hoot Hoot Noctowl search. I ended up wasn't able to get into it as much as I wanted to. And then the Zarude just never really worked for me the way I was hoping for, is because I never really got into a walls matchup. And now I think that there are better techs for walls anyway, including something like Iron Thorns. But either way, this list is pretty much a rip-off of what Tord played at Champions League. Not Miyagi, but the one before. Yeah, but this is a really fun deck. It took me, like I said, it took me a minute to kind of get used to, but once I really got into it, you start really finding the matchups a lot easier, and you can find some really surprising ways to kind of beat your opponent. I was really concerned about Raging Bolt at first and trying to come up with like a line of attack there, and then I read Crown Opal, and once I remembered what that did, it was like, oh, I don't have to worry about any Raging Bolt deck ever. Archaludon is still a little bit of an issue because your primary way of beating Archaludon is Pikachu EX, and that, as long as you don't play into the Vengeful Punch, still gets you 2 KOs, but kind of finding the follow-up or like getting those last 2 prizes can be a little bit tough. But yeah, this is the 60 right here. I think this would be a great place to start off on, and maybe you can find your own kind of text, and let's go ahead and see how it goes from here. I do think that going first is the play, though. I thought it was going second at first, but it really is just going first. Okay. That's fine. That's crazy because this is like a perfect going second hand, and I could just donk them immediately. Guess I wouldn't have. Okay, we do this. I don't know what they have, but you can't go wrong with getting a bunch of hoots down. I haven't seen Cleffa in months. Oh, okay. And they're gonna have to switch out into the Clef. Oh, never mind. No, they're not. Okay. Well, I don't have to worry about Thornton, so I'm going for a big, fun KO. But I don't need to play Area 0 yet. Okay, I just do this. Surprised lightning and a grass. Prize to Hoot. Prize to Crispin. All right. Okay. The next turn, what I can do is I can knock towel. I can grab boss. So what I was thinking, I can E-switch the energy on here, and so I can boss instead of Crispin. If I get 2 Noctowl, I can, or a second Noctowl, I can, but yeah, because then I could have like brought up the Charmander. And, you know, swung that way. If I top deck like an E-switch here, I still can go for that play and then just like seal the deal right there. Okay. Let's see what I can do here. E-switch. No, okay, that's fine. So I grab Crispin and Vessel gets prized every time, it feels like. Okay. An Ultra Ball? Wait, couldn't I, if I go, oh, wait, hold on. So if I go E-switch here, right? And then I Ultra Ball away, counter catch, or a 0 and like counter catcher for another Noctowl. Then I can grab boss. Yeah. Okay, start this way. I think this is the correct move. Then I attach here, E-switch from here to here. I Ultra Ball away this and this. Grab another Noctowl. Noctowl gets me boss. And I guess another Ultra Ball. Boss up the Mander. Play this, get myself the extra bench space so I can play that. Cool, there's my Crispin. That's annoying, but not the end of the world. I mean, it literally couldn't have been a like, I don't know if it could have been better than this, other than like just going right into like a Noctowl or something. Because even now I can just sob. Like if I just don't get it. But I got it, so we're cool. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, that one felt like the deck played the way it's supposed to. So that felt really good. I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, if that's how all the games end up going, that feels nice. You know what I mean? It feels like resource management is so important in this matchup. Like crazy important in this matchup. Or just, I mean, for this deck in general. Having to be like hyper aware of exactly what you have available to you is super important. I'll need to memorize what like the actual numbers are for the deck, so I know exactly like how many cards I have like available to me, and like what my pricing is. If for some reason me reaching for a notebook gets caught up on the camera, or gets caught up and like is noticeable and anyone's wondering, I'm taking notes so that I'm more aware of what I should be doing or what I'm running into in a lot of these situations. Also because it's a deck I've never played before, and so I really want to be able to kind of like analyze what I'm doing and keep track of like what I'm doing good against, what I'm doing poor against, and if I need to make any adjustments. Whoa! Hold on. Oh, thank God. Oh, man. Okay, and then got that. I prized a stretcher, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I priced 3 energy. That part I know. I know there's 10 energy. I don't know what this is. Iron Leaves. So this is a future box. I don't even know what Iron Crown's weak to, but I believe I want to get this set up first. I don't think this is a water pond game. I don't know if this is a Terrapagos game. Man, I didn't even think about this. That's why I want a Terra Pokemon. That's weak to fire, yeah. Okay. I think let's go Teal Mask for potential draw support. End turn, question mark? I mean, if they're able to get the hands play off, that's kind of tough. Look at that. On the dot. Oh, it's just Maridon? What's the leaves for? What does that counter? Is it just because you have Joltik? So it's really Joltik box. Okay. So that's annoying. Now I'm wondering who the optimal attacker is here. I think that's a big thing about this deck, is trying to figure out who the optimal attacker really is. That's such a weird way of doing that. Okay. Okay, I think the move here is to get Terapagos in play. So I think I want to go... like Nest Ball. I do want Sparkling Crystal. Not right second, though. I think Sparkling Crystal will be good, though. Okay, so then we go Nest Ball for... Terapagos. Area 0. We're going to Crispin. Right? Well, no, because if I go Ultra Ball away... get Latias, and I can get Boss. Yeah, 'cause taking out Joltik here feels weird. But then again, I also don't even need to worry about this too much because they didn't put anything on the Iron Hands. So I think I'm okay with going this way and grabbing like... into that water, now I think about it. That's fine. Attach this here, then I can Teal Dance. Okay, there's a Sparkling Crystal. So now it doesn't matter. I doubt they're going to play Iono, so I'm just going to go ahead and attack here. Because now they have no way of attaching energy to the Iron Hands. I didn't even notice that Ursulina was prized. That could have been kind of important. Actually, is putting Sparkling Crystal here the right idea? Because... well, they can't boss me now. They can't counter catcher, but I doubt they have counter catcher. Yeah, there's that finally. Okay, so I would need to fill up my bench to take it out with Terapagos, right? And it's... 10. Then again, if I just Crown Opal, what do they do? Right? Like they would need like all the... they would be like gusting constantly. Okay. So... and now I'm Ultra Balling away a Crispin. What am I doing right now? It's 180, so it doesn't even matter. I don't even need to keep putting people on the bench. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna Crown Opal. Also remembering like which Pokemon to not like put certain energies on. So like if I have like Sparkling Crystal on him, you know, the water energy has to go to Water Pond, and vice versa. Like if I have Sparkling Crystal on the other guy on the Water Pond, a water energy has to go to him. But also like it's dependent on the matchup too, because like if I wanted to use Pikachu in this game right now, that'd be tough because the lightning energy's on him. What does that one do again? That's an idle block thing, right? Oh, there it is. 20. Interesting. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, right now this deck is like my front runner for Milwaukee. Because me and a buddy are going, but I want to play with it first. I don't want to just like decide right on it and say like, oh yeah, I'm going to be playing this. Because at least for me, I could always like retreat back into Dragapult if I just don't feel comfortable with this. But I also feel like there are a lot of decks that can be just useful, or a lot of decks that can be good. I feel like I want to start this. Okay. Slowking, cool. I'm glad I started Terapagos. Okay. Okay, Crown Opal attack in this matchup doesn't matter. Yeah, because I don't want to draw back into those with an Iono. This way, if they knock it with, you know, the Academy at Night later, I can just remove some things out of play. At least I got one Hoot in play, which is gonna be big. But I'm trying to think like who like the primary attacker really should be in this deck, or at least again in this matchup for this deck, because I could just sob, like I mean not sob, I mean torrential pump immediately, like again donks right this second, but that's not going to happen with needing to play an Iono. Does this deck play a Super Rod? I feel like I prize it every single game if it does. I had to look at my 60. Okay. At least this, what's nice about this deck is I don't have to really worry about the Kyurem. But if they're playing the what's that one? The Angry Monkey, the dead Angry Monkey. Annihilate. If they're playing the Annihilate, that's gonna be frustrating. Because they win that prize trade every time. What the? Okay, it's just for the attachment, I'm assuming, for later. Okay. Pikachu's not gonna matter. Because now I can just... I can do this then. Okay. Because I can also just attach that other energy. Do I restart here? I'm just gonna research. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I do this. Doing 120. Okay. Can hold on to the Knock Towel for now. I don't need to play anything else. Just beat down, baby. I would really love to know like how they came up with like that sound specifically, like the knockout, like or however it goes. That didn't sound anything like it, but I would love to know how they came up with that sound. Like who sits there and is like, oh dude, this would be perfect. Why would you discard Academy at night? Like what's this card? Oh, okay. This is not the end of the world, actually. There it is. Energy? Yeah. It's gotta be the Annihilate, right? Oh, Gigas. Oh. That works too. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Okay, cool. So if I wanted to say sob right now, that wouldn't even be like great, right? I take out that slow poke, but I'm not taking out the slow king. Oh wait, I could counter catcher. Okay, so if I want to do that, I would need E switch. Okay, so we're gonna drop those two, and we're gonna grab this guy. No. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, actually, no, I can still do this, I think, because with this I get Sparkling Crystal. Okay, change of plans. With this, I grab Research. And Area 0. Oh, and Night Stretcher. I can counter catcher up this one. I can Night Stretcher for here. Play that. Teal Dance. That's why we do it. Research again. Now that possibly could be a play, and I could get another energy back. I think I need to grab the psychic again. Actually, attach that one. Treat and do Terapagos. How much am I doing? 150. I need 2 more. Take this knockout. Cool, there it is. That just wins me the game. Oh, it just about wins me the game. It's so weird how the primary attack does less. Wait. Hold up. I can attach, E-switch, boss. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's do this. You only get 2 prize cards that way. Now they get no prize cards that way. Where's he putting it, though? It's 110, right? Not 130? 130 is Hydreigon. Yeah, 110. Okay. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what their plan was there, but that's fine. Gonna Teal Dance. Fine. Attach. Attach. Treat. E-switch. Boss. I was a tad worried for a second, but even then, yeah, because there's no way they have a big enough hand for this. They're going for the Purdue play. Try to item lock me out. That's crazy. All right. Bummer. Getting hoot immediately, but that's fine. Because this way I can do this now instead. All right. Prized Noctowl. Prized a boss. Prized an E-switch. One of each of those. Oh, it should just be, oh, and the Night Stretcher, right? Because it should be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. It's off the rip, okay? Whoa. Okay. For alligator. Got it. I feel like I manually attach And sob, right? No, I don't sob because I can just keep moving damage. I do think, though... Do I just attach pass? Is that the move here? I think it's attach pass. Well, hold on. No, if I go... Bring, like, Feebas up... I can knock Towel for Sparkling Crystal. I would want to bring up Totodile. I can for Sparkling Crystal. Okay, actually, here you go. I think this is the move. Grab Sparkling Crystal and I grab. Is Tropical what I want set up? I think let's do this. Sparkling Crystal and boss up Totodile. I just hold. Take out the monkey. Right? No. Or does monkey even matter? That thing is a minute away from actually energizing onto me. I'm gonna want Clefairy in this matchup. That's what I'm definitely gonna want. So I think I just do this to start off. Oh. Even on the bench? I guess that makes sense. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. I've actually never played in a game where Mimikyu was on the bench and I tried sniping with a non-EX. That's funny. I did not get rid of... nothing's in my discard yet. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to go for the Latias. So we can get to the... I am just making mistake after mistake here. No big deal. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to grab Turo and Area 0. Actually, no. We're gonna grab 3-0. Another Crispin, because I already have E-switch in. Yeah, here you go. Here it is. Here it is. This is the play. This is the play. This is what we're going to go with. Now we can Crispin both to fan rotom. Or doesn't really matter whether they go to fan rotom or not. I don't know why they put the luxurious cape up there. That was not the plan. That's fine? Question mark. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that, that's for sure. Now I can at least manually attach E-switch, boss, take out those two or something. But this is where the Clefairy is going to be, or yeah, Clefairy is going to be important. So I've already used, what, just one Crispin? Okay. Okay. I think bringing up this one so I can get another Noctowl down is not a bad idea. Manually attaching here. If I put 70, I would just move it all back. Then they take me out. I think I still play all this though, because I need more. Okay. That's good though. That's good. Because now I can grab Vessel off of Noctowl. I don't know how much HP Croconaw has, so I don't know for sure if it's gonna be a. This is the right idea. All them Ionos. Okay. This actually isn't bad. $90, cool, awesome. I can still take it out at least. Oh, cool. I can get rid of you. You. 270, 20 plus, right? The max I can do here is 8. It's 160, 180. Oh, I can do just enough with an area. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, Mind Bend? I don't hate that. Now I can E-switch from him to him. I can retreat. I don't know. Okay. And my turn, right? Like, what else do I do? Because I mean, because now I can at least, I'll be able to bring up the water pond. Is there plan to take out my fan rotom first? That's just a waste of damage counters. So I'm trying to think, is the move going to be to... I can't put 120 on him because he can still just put the 50 on, and then he can start moving 90. That puts him to 180. So I think the move is to attack. Is it actually? Why would you confuse him? I can still retreat if I'm confused. Unless I'm missing something. Okay. I still want to take out one of the monkeys. I think that is my best shot to do something here. And put all this energy back in the deck. Yeah. Yeah, don't mind that. Oh. One, two. I can get one of those up, so it's 1, 2, 3. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 50, 80, right? So as long as he still has up to 30 damage counters. Oh, cool. Good. Sob. Cool. That's fine. Now we push Fan Rotom. Yes, yes, yes. Get to do this, and I can bring up the Ursaluna. Right, I want to do Ursaluna. No, I want to do Blaze Clefairy, I believe, is the play. Now I research. Cool, there's a Noctowl. Retreat into Ogerpon. We should be able to take it out, right? At 180, cool. Flip a script. Put that down just in case. Why not? I get 2 prizes here. Oh, he's going for the giant wave. Get the knockout here. It's fine. I think he might be realizing he has no way to win. And I was really concerned about walls too. I really thought I was gonna have a much harder time. I guess this is technically for alligator deck, not really a walls deck, even though it's kind of the same thing. And we win. And I was really concerned at the beginning of the game when I torrential heart that Mimikyu and it didn't work.